Boom. Crash. The sounds of the sky splitting in half. The sky danced between colors of white, yellow, and blue as lightning darted across it. My body shook, kneeling above my best friend's lifeless body. The rain pelted her colorless face. The green hill we were atop bore dead, brown grass, but green, healthy grass where we didn't touch. The hairs stood along my arms. Static bounced between my fingers and the sleeve of her sweater. Her body laid in my lap as I cradled her head and waist in my arms. Dark, purple marks were embedded around her limp neck. My teary eyes blurred her face as I looked down at her, the vision dark and gray. The sound of my name echoes through the air. I jolted my head around. I'm sitting in the cafeteria at school, and my head turns at the sound of my name. Anya! My best friend comes running toward me. Her long, brown hair bounces with each step, curled to perfection. An energy emits from her, like she radiates sunshine. Her blue jean miniskirt and cream sweater make my baggy jeans and yellow band tee look sloppy. The gap closes between us as she crashes into me for a hug. Bright flashes of lightning coincide with our embrace. My nose scrunches at the sudden crush of her body weight. She wraps her arms around my neck. I wrap mine around her back and waist, melting into the hug, before my face turns red. Del, you crushed me, I uttered breathlessly, tapping her elbow. Sorry, Anya. I'm just happy to see you, she exclaimed. We saw each other yesterday, I admit. Del giggles. Yeah, so? I can't get enough of you. Del shoves my shoulder and sits next to me. Our thighs brush against each other. We both wince from a sudden shock between our clothing. I rub my thigh, lingering in our touch. Come on, admit it. You know I'm your favorite person. Del winks. She twirls her finger in my face, making contact with my nose. She pulls a necklace out of her sweater. Its charm was a plastic pink half-heart. It read, Best Fry. She nudged my arm. I smiled and pulled mine out of my shirt. My half read, Ends Forever. We put the two pieces together, to which Del released a squeal. She turned her head up toward the ceiling, causing her hair to fall loosely behind her shoulders. I admired her features, from her soft, yet sharp jawline up to her thinned eyebrows. She furrowed them once she noticed me staring. What? Del inquired innocently. My eyes widened. I turned my head away from her intrigued expression. Nothing. Del chuckled and laid her head on my shoulder. I parted my lips, about to speak, as the cafeteria door slammed open.
Delilah!
Her name echoed across the cafeteria. Thunder boomed outside. Conversations halted from the bellowing voice, which belonged to Eric, Delilah's boyfriend. His tall, intimidating presence grew closer as he speed-walked toward us. Our smiles disappeared. Del stood up timidly while he leaned down to kiss her. Eric, we're at school. Del turned her head away from him.
Whatever.
He looked down at me, snarling in disgust.
Still around, huh, Anya?
I glared at him. Eric, me and Anya were talking. Del attempted to get rid of him. His eyes shot daggers at me.
She never talks.
He scoffed.
Fine. I'll see you later.
He retreated. The door slammed behind him, thunder grumbling with it. Storm's coming, I say blankly. Del pauses, before saying gloomily, I never minded lightning, but thunder's always bothered me. Her sleeve was rolled up slightly, revealing bruises along it. I observed the marks, to which she rolled them up. Her head peeked down, inches away from my face, her smile returning once she looked at me. I glanced up at her green eyes, which were darting between my brown eyes. He shifted to her mouth. She bit her lip. My eyes widened as I let out a small shriek. I jerked forward. Our heads butted, and a tiny spark emerged from the contact. The room lightened from a crack of lightning outside. We rubbed our foreheads, laughing. Were you gonna say something before Eric came in? I deliberated the question and shook my head. Del tilted her head slightly. She was on to me. I opened my mouth to speak. I'll tell you later, Del, I said, fidgeting with my half of the charm. Are you sure? Del asked. I'm sure. It can wait. I'll see you after school, I said, watching her walk in the other direction. Del and I were in my kitchen. I sat on a bar stool meant for the counter she used as a seat. We shoved strawberries and chips into our mouths, basking in each other's energy. The shadows through the window above the sink swayed. The setting sun shone across Del's face. She looked down at me. Our laughter came to a calm. It's silent. The air feels still, and the tension builds. I admire Del, looking from the bridge of her nose down to the beauty mark on the left side of her chin. When I look back up at her eyes, they're still running all over me, taking me in. She jumps off the counter, putting her hand out. Care to join me? I place my hand in hers, static shocking us both. We endured, keeping our hands enveloped. Where to? I ask, laughing as she drags me toward my back door. There's no storm. Let's go to our spot, Del replies. We reach the top of a hill. Del twirls around. She grabs my hand and spins me with her. She embraced me fully and threw us to the ground. Intoxicated by laughter, we lay in the grass wrapped in each other's arms. She tucked a loose strand of hair behind my ear slowly. My cheeks fluster. She rested her hand atop my cheek, brushing her thumb against it. I glance up and down her face before quickly kissing her on the lips. My heart races as my eyes dart across her face, anticipating her reaction. Her hand moved down my cheek as she propped up. She kissed me back. I placed my hand on hers and squeezed it. When we pulled away, I rubbed her hand in mine. My eyes teared up. I let out a sigh of relief, kissing her hand and holding it against my cheek. You're sunshine, Del. Pure, radiant sunshine that could stop thunder. I placed my hand on her shoulder as she put hers on my cheek. You're like lightning, Anya. Quick and sharp in my chest. Silent, but with the intent to brighten. I pushed strands of hair out of her face. She rubs a single teardrop off my cheek. Del's smile faded as her eyes started up. She quickly stood. I turned to find Eric standing behind us. He looked furious.
Delilah?
Eric asked. Thunder rumbled. Eric, why are you here? Del growled. He glared at us. Del's expression was sheepish. I rubbed my arm, looking down.
You.
Eric pointed at me accusingly, gritting his teeth. His nose scrunched.
Let's go, Delilah.
He grabbed her arm forcefully, pulling her down the hill. She clawed at his arm, glancing at me with a panicked expression. Eric, let me go! I didn't think before rushing toward him, shoving his back, which made him stumble. He let go of Del, but turned to me with his arm raised. He backhanded me. The force knocked me straight to the ground. Lightning bolted across the sky weakly as thunder bellowed. The sound grew louder. I looked up at the sky, blinking in and out of consciousness, hearing Del struggle with Eric. Clouds moved in. The sun disappeared. A single droplet of rain hit my cheek. Thunder groaned in my ears. Everything went black. I came to, lying atop the hill, drenched from rain. Aching, I reached for my cheek, touching the growing bump, where delicate hands were caressing it moments before. When I look toward the hill, I see a body. I stumble toward it, the mud causing me to slip. A bright flash of lightning crosses the sky, illuminating the body beneath me. It's Del. I fell to my knees. The once gentle eyes gazing upon me earlier lie stagnant. The thunder overhead harmonized with the screams escaping from my throat. My tears fell in rhythm with the raindrops trickling down my cheeks. Every bolt of lightning synchronized with each stinging sensation pulsating throughout my body. Her necklace's chain was in half and lay beside her. I collected it and connected it with mine, releasing a sob. I held her hands, squeezing them and hoping for anything. A response, a motion, a reaction, waiting for the sun to clear the thundering sky.